We are recording. We have nobody in the room, so all questions will come from the Zoom. Jordan, go ahead.
Hey ladies, Jordan from Television Sports. So my first question is for Kate. Your very first career start. Were you nervous when you were told that you would be getting a start tonight?
Honestly, I tried not to think too much about it. Didn't mean my job was going to change. My role was going to change. It was going to be the same. Bring energy, come in, give my best effort. And that's really all I was focused on.
And just a quick follow-up for Asia. So you hit a three that cut the lead to two. I know you don't often take a lot of threes, but has that been something you've been working on as the season goes by?
Not really. It's just a part of my game, and when my team needs it, I'm going to shoot it. And it's something that I'm never going to shy away from. I don't shoot many because it's kind of hard to stop me at the two. So I'm not going to let defenses off the hook by just settling for a three. But when the time is there, I'm going to shoot it.
Thank you.
All right, please raise your hand if you've got questions. We'll go to MA.
Yeah, Asia, you haven't.
hear this Zoom.
I'm sorry, can you guys hear?
Yep.
Okay, sorry. Asia, you've had this just amazing run, but obviously you guys are going through some adversity right now. Can you just talk about the leadership? I mean, you've been through tough times before. Just the leadership you have to show and just what, you're still doing out there for the team.
I try to lead by example, but I also try to lead vocally. I feel like I can't be in a bad headspace because one of my teammates will never let me get there because they are just that great at uplifting others. So I try to do the same for them. I try to just be a sponge to them and then replicate it. And that's what continues for us to know, yeah, we're in a law right now. Yeah, it doesn't feel great, but we have to continue to stick together. If our locker room goes in shambles, then we have a bigger problem than just stat sheets and scoreboards. So when it comes to my leadership, I try to be as positive and uplifting as I can because we hear enough of the noise. We hear enough of the negativity. We don't need that in our locker room. So I don't care if I score 3 points and 30 points. I want to make sure that I'm consistently being true to who I am for my teammates because they deserve that. And every single day I step foot on that court, I want to show that passion that they give me. And so every day, every practice, I try to come to work and uplift them in any type of way because it's not easy. These times are hard, but I guarantee you they will not last forever. I was just saying in the huddle, we're going to be good. And we just got to keep growing.
Coach, if I could ask you, I know, you're professional athletes. You never make any excuses for stuff, but this isn't the team. There's just no other way to say it. When you don't have Jackie, when you don't have Chelsea, how do you sort of evaluate things when you don't have some of those pieces that right now you don't have?
We just have to continue to play the right way. It's the next woman up. It is what it is. Nobody's feeling sorry for us.
Not at all. They're happy.
Yeah, they're look, it's a great time for growth for other people like Kate. I thought Tiffany Hayes came in and gave us a little bounce. So it's just next woman up. It is what it is. There's no sense in feeling sorry for ourselves. And I'm not terribly mad at the adversity early. I want to be healthy late. But we just can't put ourselves in a hole that we can't dig out of, So we're going to stay positive. I'm going to stay on them. I'm going to keep coaching them up. But we're going to look a lot different when we're whole. What I want them to keep believing in is each other and caring for each other in the right way, playing the right way, and playing hard. They played hard tonight. Got beat up on the glass a little bit. We got beat up in general. Play on. That's how it goes in this league.
Thank you.
One in the room right here. Nick?
This question's for Asia and Kate. You talk about just growing from a game like this. What specifically do you feel like areas you all will be able to grow in and make you better in the games to come?
Just how to fight adversity, kind of what Coach was saying. Like these games the games that prep you for later on down the road. Yeah, these games are just as equally as important as playoff games, but this is what it feels like. We're going to get everybody's best shot every single night. Every night to us is a playoff game because we're going to get everyone's A game. And I love, particularly for Kate to be in these situations. So when October rolls around, it's not a punch in the face. It's familiar. You've been in the trenches. You've been in situations where you're like, oh my gosh, do I have that next win? So I think that's the biggest thing is like just grinding it out, knowing that everything's not going to be beautiful. And I feel like that was the first 2 years for us. It was beautiful. We were good. We were rolling. And it's not this time. And that's okay. We still got a mighty dog in this fight. And every time we step foot on that court and put that Aces uniform on, we know the standard that we have to uphold, but we also know we don't get everybody's best game. So I love these moments. I really love these moments because I know, ooh, when October rolls around, it's a whole different ball game.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Sabrina?
For Asia, having played with De'Erica for so long, as teammates, and then seeing her just have this incredible start to the year, what is it that you've noticed about her game that's improved or just changed?
I feel like Dee's comfortable. She's not thinking. I feel like in a lot of situations she would think and overthink and sometimes put herself in hard situations, make it a little bit harder on herself. But I feel like she's comfortable. She's obviously happy and she is just rolling. She's rolling with the punches and she's comfortable where she is. So she's getting to her spot. She's doing her normal stuff. But yeah, she's not thinking.
And then after Coach, I apologize, if somebody already asked this, but did the official tell you why you got the second tech or?
Oh my God.
Because I stepped over half court.
Okay.
I was just trying to tell them to blitz.
Okay.
And blitz and then foul, but
I
that's what
missed
happened.
you.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
We'll go back to the Zoom. Nikias?
Just a quick one for Coach. As you've been talking about the defense all year long, remember earlier you said you didn't want to get into any of your junk defenses until the base was more sound. And it felt like you opened up with a lot of zone in the first quarter of this one. Was that a signal that you're feeling better about where your defense is? Or is that something that you just saw that you want to throw out with LA?
The key is 2-3 is not junk. That's good stuff right there. If I throw out a triangle in 2 or a box in 1 or something else, that's junk. 2-3 is I mean, they shot well tonight, but if you're going to gamble with a team, you probably want to gamble with this specific team from 3, and you give them credit. They made shots because they really want the paint. And so not only does that conserve a little bit of energy for us, being down so many bodies, it's something that we need to continue to improve on and have in our toolbox. So, all this is as uncomfortable and sucky as it is to lose. Like, we still have some really great growth moments. And so we're going to continue to plant those seeds, and we know we don't get the fruit tomorrow. We get the fruit down the road. So we got to continue to just plant and water and grow.
Got you. Thank you.
Terrell?
Asia, the word that keeps getting brought up whenever Tiffany is mentioned is vet. And at the start of that fourth quarter, when you guys needed a spurt, it's almost like her instincts took over. She went and got a basket when you guys needed it. Obviously, it was kind of mentioned earlier with this group not being full strength. How important is it to have somebody that kind of has those instincts to just kind of know when to take over a game?
It's huge. It's huge. And I feel like that is what made Tiff so great in the league before she retired. It was something that she just always brought, that tenacity. She always brought that fire. And I feel like she slowly starts to look at us and we're like, no, go do it. Like, we're trusting you because we played against you and we know how you can rock and roll. So I love what Tiffany brings to us in a locker room, on court, because she's been here before. She's played against the Sparks. She knows us. She knows all these different rosters. So we didn't have to teach her that personnel as if we would with Kate, where we have to tell her certain things about different people. So when her instincts kick in, we're going to be supportive of her 100%. Because we know we've been on the other side of that. So it's always good to have someone like that that just kind of has that fiery, that spark to be like, no, I got this. And it's a joy to watch, obviously, but also be a part of.
Thank you.
Sabrina, and then we'll close out with MA on Zoom.
For Kate, just like big picture, you hit the first 3 today and the crowd goes nuts, even though you're on the road. I'm just curious, like, did you expect that?
Sabrina, you don't know this girl's universal.
No, I don't.
Right, fucking worldwide.
Every city,
I know.
every city.
Did you expect college, like, that you would be a fan favorite everywhere you went?
No, I don't even. I don't.
It's their
even know.
first time in California. California like
I've never even been to California in my life, so yeah, no, honestly, I didn't expect that. I never expect anything really. I had no expectations coming into the league, and I think that's what's been so fun is that, like I got an opportunity and I made the best team in the world. And then yeah, it's just been a lot of fun since. Obviously, it would be more fun if we got the win tonight, but yeah, I appreciate all the fan support. It makes it fun. It makes it cool. But no, I wasn't expecting that. So I appreciate it.
Sorry, Emma, before we go to you, we got one more quick one in the room.
Okay, just having this type of lineup where you're able to have veterans and people that have been there before, how does this help you balance when you talk about your fanfare, we talk about just mentally and physically as well, to keep everything intact?
Yeah, I mean, all my teammates have been in the league for, a very long time. I'm sitting next to the best player in the world. Like, and not only is she the best player in the world, she's the best leader I've ever been around. So when you asked that question earlier about her leadership or whoever it was on Zoom, like she brings people together, and she has so much confidence in every single person on our team, and that just builds up our locker room so much. Like for the best player in the world to tell me to keep shooting it and stay aggressive, like like I feel like on top of the world. So it's just really cool that I have vets like that are going to support me, and they respect me too. And we have a lot of fun as well, and I don't think it's like that everywhere. And so I feel really grateful to be a part of a team, an organization that brings up their rookies, and they like to mess with me, but it's fun.
if they're not messing with you,
Yeah,
right. I'll be scared.
So it's fun, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Mr. Vogel, take us home, please.
Thank you. Asia, just one more for you. You said something earlier that you don't hear from a lot of people, which is you are okay with the adversity when it comes. And I'm just wondering, obviously you want to win every game by, 15 points, but what is it about what you've learned in your time in the league of taking the adversity and using it to your advantage when you can down the road, if you will? That's something you said you can use.
Yeah, it just, I don't know, it just makes you better. It makes you, one, respect the game and respect just being a part of the 144. But it just makes you ready for the moment. I feel like sometimes when you get those bright lights all the time and you're winning, it kind of covers up and masks a lot of different things. But when that adversity hits, that's when you really tell who's bought in versus who's not, who's real, who's phony. Like that's when you can kind of hold the bill up to the light and really see, are you really about that life? So I love having that stuff early because it separates the real from the fake. And if you can get that early, later on down the road, you're going to have a clear understanding of who's ready for those moments. So I love that we're having these moments. I love that we didn't fold tonight. I feel like in a lot of different spaces, we could have been like bumping and we could sit up here and be like, we don't have Jackie, we don't have Chelsea, we don't have anyone, but not us. We're like, no, we're going to take this to the head and we're going to go after it every single night. And I love that about my team. I love that about our energy. And I mean, it starts with Becky. Becky makes sure that she's going to try to pull it out of us every single game, no matter what. Of course, she says she doesn't coach the score. We don't play the score. We're playing because we love the game, but we also know what's in our locker room and we love each other. So when adversity hits, it separates the real, and we're trying to be the realest. So I love these moments. We're going to flourish soon, and I'm going to be excited for it. So when we come back in this press room and I'm talking my talk, nobody acts.
Michael, she just dropped one on you. Hold the bill up to the light. I never heard that one.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies.
You want this?
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.